Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld. We're on Alpha 16, we're heavily modded, and we are not building turrets or traps. I know, that's crazy. But we got a nice little base going on here, plenty of farming happening. We still only got 5 people. We actually have, like, a much bigger base, I think, than called for 5 people, which is why we have, like, these fields are just laying fallow, not doing anything. But that's alright. I'm a little worried about this timber wolf buzzing around, and I'm wondering if we shouldn't preemptively deal with him. Because especially with winter, there might, start to be some food issues. We're gonna have to go, like, further away. Give us some room. It'd be nice if we could stand behind cover and do this, but let's go here. Frosty, did you get your sniper rifle again? You did get your sniper rifle again. Good. Let's go and do this. Nice miss. There we go. Timberwolf revenge. That's alright. Fire, 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 fire. Fire more. Fire more. Fire better. Excellent. I mean, 2 of our people have relatively short-range weapons, and specifically weapons that are really bad at long range. So it can look very scary firing from far away, but as people close in, it should get a lot safer. I'm going to cancel the snow removal here. I don't think there's any advantage to clearing snow here. I think there was when people could walk around, but they don't do that anymore. We're going to go and trim that back as well, like that. There we go. Save Ben Skull a little bit of time. He's going to spend a lot of time clearing snow. See, you know what? Screw this. Maybe there's going to be one area where I'm going to care about it. But I'm getting rid of that. What I will do, I will keep this little walkway here to try to discourage people from walking through my heater zone, something like that. And to there. There. That's all I'm going to care about for snow removal. It does take too much time, and I want Ben to mostly be doing some hauling and actual cleaning now. Okay, cleaning some dirt. That's okay. Cleaning dirt in here, I guess, is fine too. Apparently this is all home zone, so you're doing a lot of cleaning over there, which may or may not. You know what? I'm going to encourage you to come over here and clean some slime. Thanks. There you go. And you're going to keep... First of all, they changed the command. I know you've got your disturbed sleep. I'm sorry. First of all, one clean command like that with the right click will encourage them to clean things around them in one go, but also you clean based on proximity. So if you start cleaning somewhere, you'll mostly keep going there. We've got a raid! Got pirates who are going to use sappers to get around my defenses. Ha! Joke's on them. I don't have any defenses. But they're going to go right away, right? So I could go out and prep to meet them. Maybe over here, and then go to run away. There they are. Oh, they're moving fast. Because we're going to want to move to cover. But if I start, like, with my people, say, over here. There's a snipe shot is about to go off. I think we hit. What are you doing? You're just wandering. I think you're being hit. Your shield. I mean, it hasn't gone through the shield yet. And that fire's slightly annoying. And is going to spread, but isn't the worst. Okay, the shield just cracked. We have to be careful about the guy who's going to try to Molotov us, except that we don't, because he's down. Yeah, bring more melee weapons. That's the solution to all your problems. I don't think we're going to get that guy with the shield, so I'm just going to go and unrecruit them now. And people will go and put out the fires. Hopefully before it spreads indoors. I'm just going to cancel that in case there's a walking problem. Yeah, eat your meal. And I'm going to get you to strip down. And strip down. And then we'll unforbid and unforbid. So this should be very easy to manage. Didn't spread indoors, so that's very good. I will repeat the instruction to build that wooden wall here. Did that spot ever get built? Nope, not yet. Okay. Still have a lot of things in the queue, but that's okay. So people are going to go consume some meals. A lot of people were hungry after that. Sure, fine, fair enough. You know, war can make you hungry, or something. You're going to bury some corpses. I like that. That's part of the hauling job, which is set very high. Hopefully we'll bring in some of this clothing. How good is this armor? Oh, right, it's all dead man stuff. So even if it was good, we may not want to wear it. Hopefully, we will get... We don't have our... We have a beacon. We don't have a comms console, do we? We have a beacon set up, but no comms console. So we should probably set that up now. Right? Right. Do we want to set it here? What I'm actually thinking is, because the temperature doesn't matter for this, I think we're going to put it right here. And I'm going to make sure to roof that area. Just in case being covered is important so that it doesn't zzz in the rain. Maybe I'll just cover more of this. Then we actually have less snow to clear. Hey, hey! That's the ticket. Frosty, you're going to harvest corn plants. Okay, that's fine. Your growing is #1 priority for a damn good reason. And then you're going to go rest. Sliced onion, you're hauling that stuff. Tell you what, I'm going to get you to prioritize working on this so that we can start talking to spaceships. Because, yeah, we didn't build one, huh? I guess we just put it as a placeholder? I don't remember. I don't know why I didn't actually build it. Alright, we got a muffalo. Technically, they are being flagged to be tamed, but I don't know. And over here. But we don't have the taming very high up. Alright, you're there. And no one in space. We could call other people, but that's okay. Alright. Still some cooking. Making them fine meals. Yeah, so someone's basically going to be making fine meals forever, and I'm okay with that. Clothing is happening over here. Right, I can turn on your power. If people are actually working on this. Akanak. Oh, you're doing the reclaim thing, yeah. And you're going to flip. Good. Because now we have enough power, we can keep this on, and people can work a lot more. Forgot, we've got the reclaim fabric mod, so that people can go and get some goodies out of that. We can say something like deconstruct that. We do have a lot of geothermals over there we'll want to expand to. Maybe sooner rather than later. Is there any other geothermal that's really close by? I mean, we're lucky enough to have one basically in our base, which I've never seen happen before. But that's it for closeness. I think we'd probably want to expand kind of over here. Yeah, that seems pretty likely. But we still have some important construction down right now. I don't think I'm going to rush there. Our power is good. Our batteries are all full. We even have room for more solar power in here if we wanted, so I think I'm going to feel okay about that. Ben's mostly doing a whole lot of hauling. Oh, no, now stargazing. That's okay. You're going to harvest some plants over here. That's fine. Get some little bit of heal root for us going forward. Actually, Ben, could you go ahead and just prioritize cleaning up over here? I realize you needed some fun. But you're a little bit better now, so that would be lovely if you could take care of that. Hauling corn is important. Clearing out these rooms is going to be very important at some point. Not to mention smoothing the floor in the guest room so we can build some tables and chairs for them. And hopefully keep their mood up a little bit more. So you're replanting things. Can't say that that's a bad thing at all. There's a lot of crops are being stored in our non-refrigerated room over here. And do we want to do something about that? Well, one thing I can do is I might want to go and expand the stockpile zone a little bit that way. Oh, I guess I can't do it that way. I could delete this zone. You know what, let's do it like that. Just keep one little spot for the corpse, and then go ahead and expand the stockpile zone that way. So there's a little bit more room for refrigeration, at least. We do have hot... Oh, mad animal. An ibex. Just a single one has gone crazy. Well, let's be ready for that anyway. I'm going to recruit everyone, get them out here, just to make sure nothing horrible happens. Get in position. Blow this thing away. Thank you. It's flagged for hunting, so someone will get to it, I say, except the fact that we don't actually have hunting turned on here. Let me turn it on for slice nut. I'll put it on a low priority thing just so that I can right-click and say, prioritize hunting this. There we go. Thank you. Someone will butcher that. That's going to be fine. So I have hops, right? That's corn. Okay, that's all corn. Are we not growing hops? We have hop plants there. We may not have harvested them yet. A smoke leaf, which we do have a crafting spot. Turn that, but we probably don't have anyone on crafting duty. Now, Akanak, your research is important, but actually, you know what? We can probably put a pause on the research. You have turbo passion for crafting. Let me go and do that. I'm going to put it at 2, so it'll take precedence over research, and that's going to be fine. I think I'm quite happy with that, actually. So you're going to start crafting those. That's going to be good. And so, yeah, for... Do we have brewing? Or is that something we need to research? Brewing. Medicine production is also pretty important. Okay, I'm still going to go and have Akanak do some crafting. I mean, there's also our tailor, so that's good. But the crafting itself over here will start making the smoke leaf, keep people in good mood, and start using up some of this material. I think it'll stack a lot better after. So that's going to be fine. and then we'll finish the research. We'll finish the medicine because that's pretty important, but then we will have to set up the brewing afterwards as well. These are also good good things to sell too, so that's going to be quite good. Our food situation is fantastic. Power situation is very good and very stable. I'm going to go ahead and tell these things to be mine, just in case we do need components that'll be nearby. I'm a little worried about this grizzly bear roaming around, and we might want to do something about that. Now, there's not as many people that walk that way, so it's not as bad. But yeah, so you are hauling a dead buck. You're now doing the colony management, which is fine. Then you're going to go make some smoke leaf joints, which I'm totally okay with. Get a whole bunch of those going on, so people will be a little bit more relaxed doing the social drugs. And again, something that's very good to sell. Man, there's a lot of these components over here, which is actually very good. There's our wooden walls there, which is good. Still want that to get finished at some point. Still want that bit to get finished so we can fill in the rest. Just get a little bit more double walls for some temperature stability. I'm going to haul some fine meals. Good. Hauling is very good. Van is binging on smoke leaf. All right, buddy. Have fun. Oh, well, you're binging while you're asleep. Okay, maybe you can sleep through your binge. Oh, you're no longer binging. That was quick and odd. All right. Yeah. This can be hauled at some point, too. I guess insect jelly doesn't actually have to be refrigerated, which is interesting. Yeah, we got lots of hops, so yeah, it'd be nice to get rid of some of that, as well as some of the hay. Of course, we could store some of this, like, almost outdoors, in a roofed area, but in a place that's super cold to stay frozen that way. It's amazing how warm this area is. It's all indoors, and it's all just heat that happens to be leaking through other things, but that's okay. Not going to complain about that. Keep hauling this stuff. I'm very happy with the amount of hauling that's starting to happen. We still need these bedrooms cleared out, but that's going to be okay. Slice onions, you're going to eat a meal, and then what are you going to do? You're going to haul, because we've got that turned on for a lot of people, and we need a lot of hauling to happen. We're actually quite far behind on our hauling here. So after this harvest is done, because these are the highest priorities, people will go and haul some more of these stones, and that's going to be handy-dandy. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. Aknak's still doing the occasional management is fine. Someone will get the AI, and I assume that means we don't have to actually send someone to do that, which is going to be good. You can keep doing that. We still need these areas clean, but for now we're okay. Corn plant has died from rotting due to being unharvested. Wow, we went so long without unharvesting a particular corn plant, which is odd because Frosty should have growing above everything else. Yeah, top priority. I mean, unless you're flicking or bed resting or something. Still, not a big deal to lose one corn plant. We have lots of food. Night Owl's going to go for a rest, which is okay. Heal root. Okay. Really? Oh, it's these ones in the corner that never really grew because they lacked light. Yeah, what I might want to do almost in the corner is stop them from being like growth areas. The other thing I do like to do is put the batteries in there because they're kind of useless areas, and it also ensures that if there is a disconnection of power somewhere along the way, the crop area tends to have battery a little bit longer. We could move the batteries into those corners. Yeah, that's what's happening here. So these are not real messages, but people are going to spend time replanting those things, which is a little bit dumb. I'll move one battery at a time so that we don't like. If I move everything, then we'll have no battery charges. So we'll just move one at a time. We'll put them in the corners so that we don't have to worry about replanting those areas. Or I could go ahead and, just trim back on some of these zones like that, for example. In fact, I think I will do that. Regardless, I might not end up moving the batteries or something else, and it'll just save us a little bit of time and effort. And those little tiny little plants look just pathetic. It's important not to click on the zone itself when you start, or you could just delete a whole zone, which isn't what you want. Just want to trim them back, because those messages will be scary and annoying, and we're spending time just planting in areas that'll never grow. Okay, there, good enough. Now, we could use these areas as more stockpiles. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. You could stockpile anything that doesn't rot over there. I mean, right now we've got plenty of room. That's not going to be the case forever. Ugh, breaking things down, that's kind of annoying. I think repair should actually be a #1 priority. Yeah, we're going to slide that up, even above, like, the hauling and stuff. Still happy, I think, overall with how things are set up. But yeah, the repair, because that hasn't been working for a while. Oh, shit, toxic fallout. Well, you know what? We have a really, really, really good base. for dealing with toxic fallout. I mean, all of our plants are indoors. It does last for a freaking long time. It's going to kill wildlife like crazy. But it's... I mean, toxic fallout is never good, but we're kind of okay. So this is going to be called indoors. And we are going to... Whoops. Define indoors. Now, the problem is if this gets comboed with... I don't know what. Actually, it'd be a fine time for a siege to come, because the siegers would all start to suffer from the toxic fallout disease. Now, technically, if you do mark the outside of a wall, like, you know, all these outside walls, if they get damaged, people might go outside to work on it. But that's okay. I mean, a little bit of time outside is fine. You just don't want to get up to, I think it's like moderate toxicity, then there starts to be a chance that you get permanent brain damage. So you don't want to do that. So we'll do that. People will walk outside to go from one to another. And again, that's totally okay. We're fine with that. I will go ahead and do this so that people can actually use this bit, but they won't have to spend much time doing that. And yeah, if they say go that way to walk, that's not so bad. But I don't think there's much we have to do. I think I could just say, yeah, that's good. The one downside is we're not going to be hauling the stone. Like, we're not going to be doing as much hauling. And we've got nowhere to haul the stone. I could temporarily, or maybe even long term, I'm not sure, set up a sort of stone stockpile in here. We could make it like maybe lower priority or something. I don't know. But I just want it clear. I only want it for chunks. So we can start moving things out of the bedrooms. Then we can delete this later on and encourage people to move it out there. Or we could put a little stone crafting table over here. Which actually wouldn't be terrible. The only problem is dumping the blocks. But we could put block storage out here too. Like, what if we did something like that, right? We've got our stone cutters table. I guess the one thing is right now I have Aknak with pretty high crafting priority, mostly for the smoke leaf. I don't necessarily want Aknak to spend all her time making stone. So I'll forbid this. We're not actually going to like build this right now. I assume is how this will work. This is sort of just a placeholder. Same thing, we'll go ahead and just plan, you know, we'll probably want a comfy chair to work in, but again, I will forbid that. And then what I'm going to do is put a little stockpile zone right over here for clear all. It's only going to be for blocks. What would that be? Okay, stone blocks. Right, just like that. I don't know if we have to mess with priority, because I don't necessarily want stone blocks to be built here. I just want a convenient place to do that. Solar flare. Oh, well, now this is annoying. Doesn't last long, but now all of our electrical devices are turned off. Van, that's interesting. You will leave... Oh, I never actually set the the restriction to indoors. People were mostly spending time indoors anyway, but I had forgotten to set it. Because I thought, oh, they can still go pick up the meat from outside the zone, but no, that's all it was. But it'll probably mean that stuff in here will actually get cleared and cleaned, which is nice. We've got plenty of indoor jobs to take care of to kill some time. Ben's Skull doing some very important indoor cleaning. Sucks that everything is dark and turned off. I'm mostly worried about this and our crops here dying. Luckily, it's still cold outside, so it's 1 degree because the heat is actually blending in from here. But this is still definitely refrigerated. May not stay frozen. Well, -1. Okay. I guess the heaters aren't working either, so the temperature's going to drop. So that's okay. As long as our current food doesn't die off, because we've got tons. But if it did all die off, then we'd actually find ourselves to be in a pretty bad situation. Solar flare is over. That's good. Cleaning is still happening. That's excellent. I think Ben Skull's cleaning priority is higher than his hauling priority. No, it's the same. So why aren't you hauling these chunks? Especially the ones that are in the hallway. No, I just told you to do this. Thank you. And if we can get that floor smooth, that would also be quite nice. There you go. I think he just had started a cleaning job and just wasn't stopping it, which is fine. I want stuff cleaned, but I also want these stones hauled away, especially the ones in the hallway because they're slowing us down. But making the bedrooms prettier is also pretty damn important. Van, you're just chilling in your room? Yeah, which has slowly become nicer and nicer. Power is good. Still got toxic fallout. I think the animals do get affected by it, right? Yeah. But if a seed started now, it'd be funny because they'd all die from toxic fallout. It'd be funny to me anyway. See all my enemies just die for no good reason. I guess, you know what, I'll go ahead and unforbid this stuff. And let's make sure it's at least normal quality. We just may not set up a job for that, or we'll figure something out. Of course, I do have the option to go into the advanced manager and tell Akanak to craft some things, but not other things. Because you don't really need any skill for the rock. I think higher crafting skill means you may work it faster, but that's about it. So I still have these things told to be deconstructed. But everyone's focusing on the hauling, which is good. We actually don't have quite enough room over there. And as a result, that's going to be, I think what I'm going to do, even though it's a little bit silly, I will in fact flag this as an indoor area. So that people can go and drop off some more stone over there. I don't think they'll have any real reason to go out here very often. So I don't think it's going to lead to any toxic buildup, but it means that we can go ahead and keep clearing that out, which is good. You know, again, not that we don't have anything to do, and we do. Oh, there was a dead animal there, which we're also going to get to butcher, which I guess is fine. But yeah, we're going to keep clearing out these rooms. I would like very much if you could prioritize that stone slate, because it's going to keep slowing us down. It's going to be very annoying if no one ever picks it up. So yeah, so you'll get a tiny little bit. You're stoned. You're also, oh right, you're missing an arm. I forgot about that. Maybe we should research prosthetics. What do you think? Well, the medical research is probably important first because we can make more actual medicine. Although we have to buy that weird chemical to be able to do that. But it's still probably good overall. And then we could follow that up with the beer because, you know, that's going to help for someone who's about to go under surgery. Although we'd have the smoke leaf as well, so that's handy. But yeah, prosthetics into bionics, all very, very, very handy. I don't think I'm going to bother making a components bench because it just takes so much material. It takes 30 components to build a component bench. So I don't think I'll care about that, but we will, you know, start the process of trying to buy as many components as possible whenever we see it. There's still some of them on the map, so it's not going to be too bad. So yeah, people are spending some amount of time walking out there. The cleaning out here is kind of stupid. I could shrink our home zone. Like no. Like that, maybe. We might want to leave, actually, a little bit of a border there for firefighting near our wall. Just like that. But you don't have to bother cleaning over here. So that's going to be okay. So that's coming together very nicely. Everyone's still busy, smoking, eating, having a good time. Oh, binging. Van's binging a couple times. I think Van is, yeah, Van has chemical interest. So Van's going to go on binges more often. But, you know, that's fine. It's not like Van is our doctor. Or anything. Ooh, binging. Yeah, so we're going to have a stone doctor a lot. A lot. Now, we could tell Van to stop smoking recreationally, but I don't think that'll stop with the binges. So that'll be interesting when it comes time to start, like, installing prosthetics. Yeah, we'll deal with that when we get there. We got some material still on the ground over here. I'm surprised people haven't gone for that. But I guess they're just doing other hauling. There's still plenty of hauling to do there. This room finally got cleaned, which is nice. Yeah, so we're getting a little fall outside, but it's still, like not even minor buildup going on. So that's how little time we're spending outside. Just doing this hauling. So I'm very happy. No longer binging on smoke leaf. Alright. We got a little bit of clothing. You're going to make some more smoke leaf over here. Which is good, because we have huge piles of it that need to get, you know, worked through. No one else has... You have some crafting passion, Mr. Frosty, but I think we'll hold off. No one is idle. I think someone is just going, like, wandering for a walk, but no one's truly idle, which is good. A couple of people having a nap. Got to smoke off, or sleep off that smoke leaf. Grizzly bear, serious toxic buildup. Well, that might take care of our grizzly bear problem. It's a good thing we've got plenty of food because, you know, the meat situation might be hurting a bit. We have 101 fine meals in place. I'm a little worried about our muffalo that we never got around to taming, but, you know, that's that. At some point we'll dig out the rest of this, but I don't think it's anything we've got to rush. There's really only another room for another one big proper bedroom, although I could make another one over here and just build up some wall, and that'll be okay. And then we'll have a good amount of pretty nice bedrooms for a fairly long time. We'll have to figure out our future base expansion. I mean, there's no kind of symmetry going on here. People always post really pretty bases with a lot of symmetry going on. It's good and bad. I like symmetry, but I also sort of like the natural sort of, you know, look that happens. So, I'm not sure. But it's too late for that. I mean, we've got this area. Even then, it's not symmetrical because of our geothermal. Got to work with the environment that you've got. So, toxic fallout is still there. Ben, oh, Ben's making kibble. Excellent. Good stuff. With the insect meat, that's right, yeah. So we have an infinite kibble job, but it's only allowed to use hay, insect meat, and human meat, which are things that we're not going to want in our regular meals. I'm going to refuel that. I think we could probably turn that off now. You know what? I'm going to do that. So we stop using wood for it. It's still loaded in, so we can always just flick it on and have it. We are draining power here, though, at night. Without this. But we're not in a position to go chop very many trees right now. So I'll turn that off. We may have to accept a few power losses along the way. Our batteries are okay now, but they are draining. The other thing I could do is build a few more batteries, and I kind of like that idea. A chunk of spacecraft has fallen nearby. I will mark you for deconstruction. It's always good to get the materials. I don't know if you get any plasteel from that. I think it's only components and maybe some steel. We will go, in fact, plan in putting some extra batteries. I'm going to try to get like one in every one of these rooms. Well, I realize there's a bit of a danger because of fire. There's that, and then we got to make sure that the power conduits are actually touching these guys. There you go, something like that. It's a little bit of extra work. You know, it's an indoor room. There's fire that could kill the plants, but meh. At least it's a big enough room, and it's the outer wall, so hopefully it won't spread too much. Maybe we'll end up moving them later on. What is this? More hops? Yeah, we still got to get our brewing going on. Research is happening right now. Again, this is towards our medical research, which I think is fine. If people want fun, they can do the smoke leaf. But we'll have to get the brewing up, if nothing else, just to like burn through some of the hops that are starting to occupy that. There's kibble. Wow, we got a lot of kibble. Does kibble have to be refrigerated? No. Doesn't say anything about that. It has to be indoors, but that is it. So would that be under kibble? Turn that off. I don't know if pemmican has to be stored or not. We don't have any, so it's moot. But there you go. We'll move the kibble into this room. So it has to be indoors, otherwise it will decay, but it won't rot. So we can clear up a little bit of room. That's good. Herbal meds have to be in here. That regular medicine does not, but we don't have any in here right now. And the hay. It's funny that the hay needs to be refrigerated. At least we're doing something with it now with the kibble. This is nearly done. A prosthesis vendor. Well, hey, we need an arm. Okay, we don't... If I recall correctly, we have no one who's particular sociable. 2, 3, 2. Okay, sliced onions. Who needs an arm? Who's going to go... We probably don't have the money for it, but maybe we can sell them stuff too. They overcharge for medicine. Nose, ear, so... Hook hand. Bionic foot. Power arm. That's not what we're looking for. Plus it's 10,000. Advanced power arm. Okay, well, we're not doing anything of that, and they're not interested in buying anything we've got. I don't want a hooked hand. Just a regular prosthetic would have been okay. I guess we ain't doing nothing. Good to know. Good to know. Well, I guess this is probably a perfectly fine place for us to put a bit of a cut here in our game. Yeah, make some more joints. Got lots of them. So we need someone who will be willing to buy, like, all our pot supply. Bit of walking going on here, especially... the joints don't have to be refrigerated. I think they're in here because I think some of the drugs... Actually, I'm willing to bet none of these have to be refrigerated, so I'm going to turn that off. That'll free up some more room for a freezer. The good dog. Good dog. Oh, you're restricted animal area. I'm going to restrict you to home. And actually, that might be a long-term thing. Because I do want you to be able to haul and not get sick right now while things are going on. But you'll mostly spend your time indoors with home. Mostly. Okay, maybe not that much. We might have to restrict you again. Yeah, that's a little too much. But I'll have to remember to, like, reset you later on. It is nice that you're doing some hauling between these two stockpiles, but yeah. We trained you for that. We got 2 people who are completely idle. 100% idle. Put you on a low-level, like, construct. Low-level well, really don't care about that. Who else is idle? Ben. Nothing to haul, nothing to clean. That's crazy. And you don't smooth? Is that under construct? Just gonna recruit and unrecruit everyone. There you go. Well, tell you what, if everyone's idle, well, I want to smooth out this place first because it's the guest room, and I want people to think that the place is awesome. That can be hauled out as well afterwards. But we're gonna smooth out all the bedrooms and all the hallways and everything momentarily. I do want this to finish first, though, because we can get a lot of free goodies if we've got a very important, impressive place for people to chill out. Over here, we can also build floor, not furniture, floor. Boom. Like that. Finally get that little door taken care of as well. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and we'll see you next time. Oh, these dead animals. They're frozen, though. They are frozen. What we might end up doing is we can do a mass unforbid. Now, that will lead to people bringing some rotten things or some skeletons to some stockpiles from time to time, so we'll waste a little bit of time doing that. But when the fallout goes, for any animals that are still fresh corpses, that will get them butchered up, which is going to be nice. So it might be we'll still have to wait for the toxic fallout to end. Thanks for watching. See you next time.